Hi, my name is Latundra Clayborn, and this is my video log for my Christian Worldview online class. And the question is, what are my views on faith and learning? A Christian education's sole purpose is to integrate faith and learning. It teaches that faith is the prerequisite to gaining the knowledge of God's truth. First, I would like to start by defining a Christian education. It is the ongoing effort of believers to understand, practice, and spread God's revelation. We all know that education deals primarily with the communication of knowledge. To me, it must be about more than just the development of reason and the accumulation of data. I agree with the author Dr. Paul W. Cates, PhD. He says that Christian philosophy of education range from theological, doctrinal, social, and educational. He also states that knowledge may be defined as an understanding or clear perception of truth. Therefore, knowledge is dependent on truth, and truth in turn is dependent on God. He is central in the universe and is the source of all truth. Therefore, all subject matter in a Christian education is related to God's truth. In my studies, I have learned that a Christian education cultivates the creative and active integration of faith and learning. Since God the Creator is ultimately the source of all truth, I am convinced that in obtaining a Christian education, a person will have a God centered theory of knowledge as a base for their education. A Christian education is a matter of discovering what is ultimately real and learning to live in relation to it in a way that produces a life marked by meaning, freedom, and even happiness. Faith plays a major part in our abilities to discover God's truth. Without faith, our minds, hearts, and lives are veiled from the truth. In the book Foundations of Christian Thought, Arthur Mark Cosgrove expresses to us that faith shall affect learning as well as learning should affect faith. I agree with this opinion. However, I believe that faith affects learning far more profoundly than learning affects faith. Through the Bible, the interrelatedness of all other subject matters and truth is made possible. Learning shaped and formed by faith results in living that is shaped and formed by faith. As truth is apprehended by our mind, spirit, heart, and body, the fruit will be knowledge through reason, attentiveness through prayer, beauty through creativity, virtue through wisdom, and justice through love. Arthur Mark Cosgrove explains in the book Foundations of Christian Thought how human learning is essential to the strengthening of one's faith, and Christian education emphasizes that one's beliefs affects the academic process. I would like to add that when we become aware that the mind along with our heart and soul can be an ally of faith, that we can strengthen our faith by strengthening our minds, we will see the importance of integrating faith and learning. This concludes my view on faith and learning. Thank you.